I've mentioned to you recently that I'm getting into glass more and more. And the reason I'm getting into glass more and more is because I want to learn about glass. You see, I have shied away from buying and shipping a lot of glass items. Yes, I do a lot of other items as you see here. But when it came to glass, clear glass, depression glass, pressed glass, sandwich glass, modern glass, yeah, I've shied away from it, but not anymore. And I thought before I show you the pack and ship of glass dishes that I sold, 9 of them in fact, I thought I'd show you around in our little eBay area here, our family room in the basement that's dedicated to eBay, with a few exceptions like maybe a treadmill that doesn't get used very much and maybe a little chair in the background. It's really an eBay room. I'm just going to show you briefly our eBay area, and then I'll get into the pack and ship of those 9, yes 9, glass bowls. You often see this in the background when I'm doing videos. I have several bookcases that we use, and we made some additional shelves. You know how deep these shelves are on a bookcase? Mark made for me these little short shelves so that I could get 2 sections out of a bookcase section rather than one long deep one. Although sometimes you can use the deeper ones for bigger things. In addition to that, we installed this shelving, and of course this has been here a little while, but we picked up everything, you know, at a local hardware store, and it works out quite well. These are every plate. For a while there I was ordering every plate, and I still order it occasionally. And these little boxes were filled with vegetables, so I adapted them to my eBay area for certain things, and they work out really well for smalls. I don't have to take everything out to get to what is in the back. I can just take the little box out. So keep that in mind. And then I use these little wire shelves that you can pick up sometimes at garage sales to separate my plates. And I use styrofoam plates to separate the plates that I'm selling. So that's this wall. Let me stand back and give you the big picture. And on top, you know, bigger stuff, things like that. All right, let's move on down. We have a work table here. It's just a 2x4 work table. And when we bring things from upstairs, things that have been washed, we put them in either, you know, boxes we pick up at like Aldi, but more often than not, we use a lid from a banker's box. And those are our trays, and those work out quite well. And then I have this area. It's a combination of these brackets that you see in the back here, and just some laminate shelving with some extra support brackets in the center, which I think is very important. And of course, Mark secured these to the wall. It's a basement wall, so it's, you know, cement under the paneling. He secured those very, very well. So make sure you have a professional installation if you're going to do this. And then this is just a bookcase on top of my sewing table. And as you can see here, we keep our cleaning supplies here, some of them that we use on a regular basis. And then I have these plastic organizers for jewelry, necklace, bracelet, etc., etc. That's listed. A lot of it's not listed though. Shame on me. And of course, yes, I have shoes up above, most of which are not listed. So I'm guilty too of having a profit pile, not a death pile, a profit pile of things to list. All right. Now let's go to this table. We have 2 tables here. We take things from this table and bring them over to this table. And that lines them up for photography, which happens over here. It looks crazy, but it works. Lots of different lights available, and we just use poster board. And then this is my new area. I used to have banker boxes here. You probably remember some of my videos showing lots and lots of banker boxes with clothing in them. I've moved all of that to the garage. We have a couple of old-fashioned TV trays here with the box lids, as you see. And this is already photographed and ready for me to list. Now I've already done drafts on these, and Mark has already inserted the photo on these, but I have to finish the listing. And I'm excited about this. This is my new shelving area. It's the same setup that I already showed you with the brackets and shelving boards with different depths. Got these all at Lowe's. And I pretty much organized it. As you can see, I have some planters and different things on top, whatever I could fit there because of height. A couple of rows of coffee cups. And then I've got some more coffee cups. Some that are lots, more than one of the same. And then we get into glassware, and these were too tall to fit under my shelf, so they're right on that edge. Take a look here. I organized from shorts or coffee cups to tumblers to footed to wine glasses and other footed glassware. And then down below I have compotes and champagne glasses that are often used as sherbet glasses. And I still have some room to fill in. And then down here, excuse the TV tray, I have more bowls, and then I have even more shelving down here. Today we're packing and shipping 9 bowls that I need to get out of here. I'm gonna have to put the camera down to do that. And be sure to watch all the way to the end, and I'll show you my storage area for my boxes, because boxes take up a lot of room. Okay, back to the pack and ship. I use another one of these 2x4 foot tables. You can get them at Target mostly. And I use this for my packing area. I have my 2 tape dispensers for my masking tape and my packing tape, just a regular tape, handheld dispenser, and all of my supplies, except for this one, because you can get those anywhere. But for these supplies, I have links in the description below this video if you'd like to purchase these. And then down below this table, Mark set up for me a system. Let me come around here, where he installed these brackets in a board, cut a hole, and we put a rod through it. And this is just a rubber band to keep it from slipping through. And this is where I have my bubble wrap, my 1/4" bubble wrap. I'm still using some of that cheap 5/8 bubble wrap that I can't wait to be done with. And then I have my good stuff that came in, my 1/2" bubble wrap. And I have links again below this video that you can buy the good stuff, the good bubble wrap, as well as my regular shipping supplies. And of course I use air pillows all the time. It comes in this humongous bag, and those work out great. Love those. So there's a little peek into my setup here. So what do we have here? We have a 9 count, and I put France on these because some of these Arca Rock bowls are made in USA and some are made in France. By the way, we found a few of these at the Goodwill and the rest of them at the ReStore and put them together as a lot. So 9 count vintage Arca Rock France clear glass thumbprint circle dessert fruit bowls sold for $42.46. They were on sale plus shipping, came to $54.84. Why is it called thumbprint? Do you see this little design here? Put my thumb there, and that's why they're called thumbprint. These are often used in restaurants and hospitality, and we've been picking them up lately. This is my first big sale of 9, and I'm going to show you how to pack them so they arrive safely to the buyer. I'm probably going to divide these 9 bowls into stacks of 3. So let's just go ahead and do that. And I'm going to take a measurement and see where this comes out to be. Of course, I'll have some bubble wrap because I'm trying to already think about the box that I'm going to use. Now I have the USPS 12 by 12 by 8" box. Had to get these a little closer, and boy, they'd be really tight in that box. Not impossible, and I'm not going to revolve everything around that box, but I'm going to keep that in mind. When I'm working with multiple items, I think it's best to focus on just a few of them rather than getting overwhelmed by all of them. So let's set aside 6 of these and focus on 3. And then let's focus on 1 bowl at a time. You can see they're a low, short bowl. Kind of a little dessert or fruit bowl. And it does say Arca Rock France. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Instead of tissue paper, I'm going to use this foam, this thin foam, and wrap each bowl separately. Look for a link for this in the description below the video. On the diagonal, because that's how I like to work, I just start holding in each corner. And then I'm going to apply a piece of tape masking tape from my dispenser. You can see it's poofing up, it's not pushing down, but that's okay, the bowls will stack. Let's do the next one. And by the way, even though this is perforated, it doesn't always tear even, sometimes it tears thin. So I do prefer to cut it, put it on the diagonal, fold in each corner, and tape it. So now we've got two. It does leave a little bit of a mess, but a lint roller will clean that up. These do have some utensil scratches, and that was disclosed to the buyer. I mean, that's pretty common for dishes, but just disclose it. Always say, if it has any issues, be sure to say that in your description. And if you can, show it in the photograph. So we have 3 of these bowls stacked. I'm going to go ahead and bubble wrap these 3 together. This is large 1/2-inch bubble wrap. Yes, it's my good stuff. Excited about that. It took me a long time to find this source, and I'm happy with the bubble wrap, and I'm happy with the supplier. And I do get it through Amazon. And as I said, there's a link below the description for my bubble wrap. Do know that if you buy anything from my links, I make a few pennies on it, and it does help support my channel. It doesn't cost you any more to use my links, but it helps me, and I appreciate that. Okay, all right, one down. Now, I do know that the seam is running here. I didn't put any extra bubble wrap over that seam, but I will have extra bubble wrap in the box. So this is not going to be sitting right on the box. There'll be more bubble wrap underneath. 3 more. And I'll fast forward through this. So just listen to the music and I'll fast forward through the rest of this. Three more wrapped. I'm going to bubble wrap these. Fold down, fold up, or fold up, fold down, whichever you prefer. Okay, 2 bundles down, 1 more to go. Okay, we have our 3 bundles. Now look how big they are now. Yeah, quite a bit. There's no way this is going to go into a 12-inch box, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. I'm going to try this. First of all, I wonder what if I were to stack them like this. Wow, it's right at 12 because I do have a 12 by 12 by 12 box. And then I thought, what if I put them like this? 2 stacked. These are facing up, these are facing down, these are on their side. Normally I wouldn't want to ship them on their side, but I will have extra bubble protection or the air pillows. I think this is going to work. Let me get a box and I'll be right back. I cross-taped the bottom. I'm going to add some extra tape to this side seam because I don't trust the side seam, so I always give it a little bit of tape. Let's do a test fit. Got the bottom down, 1 turned on top, and 1 on its side. And you know what? I've got a lot of extra room in here. Probably way too much. Even though I could put air pillows below and on top, I think it's way too much filler. Plan B. This box is 10 by 10 by 10. It's not an eBay box, but I'm going to give this a try. Let me get it assembled. I'm going to do a test fit in this 10 by 10 by 10. I'm also thinking about double boxing. It's a pretty good fit, but I don't have much room, really no room to add any extra bubble wrap around. Only, air pillows maybe on top and on bottom. So I think I'm going to double box this. It's only going from Tennessee to Virginia, and I'm sure I have plenty built into the shipping. So I'm going to double box this. Let's take these back out. Get some air pillows. I absolutely love these air pillows. The link is in the description below. Couple of rows. These back in. One is going on its side, and the other one is facing down. And I need to get my thank you label on here. I run these 30 up on a sheet of labels. Just says thank you, Avante-Avenue. Shop again soon. I only need to put it on one, so I'll put it right there. And then I'm going to fill in with more air pillows. and or scraps of bubble wrap. Oh, too much. Alright, I decided to separate them, and then I'm going to add a layer of bubble wrap on top. Okay, let's get this one taped up. I do try to press everything together. Where's my tape? What do I do with my tape? Oh, here it is. I do like to use a handheld dispenser sometimes, like for taping a box closed. And I'm going to put on here for the buyer, I'm going to put top and open so they are sure to open this end. First thing I'm doing is put one sheet or one square in the bottom. And then I'm going to wrap this around my box. And I did not pull off enough. And I'm almost out. Yep, end of my roll. Some more, I've got plenty in the garage. Let's just tape this together. Let's do a test fit. Oh, popped a bubble. Alright, I think that's pretty good actually. But this is sliding up, so I'm going to tape it in place. I don't want it moving. Basically, when they go to take this box out of the bigger box, I don't want this slipping off, because I would think they would assume, the buyer would assume it's attached. Okay, I feel better about that. Let's do this again. I have one sheet of bubble wrap in the bottom. I'm going to slide this down in. I think that's pretty good. I don't really think it's going to go anywhere too much. I mean, maybe a little bit of movement. I'm going to use these paper towel cardboard tubes. You can kind of bend them a little bit. Just pushing it down. One on the other side. How that's tightened everything up. At least I hope you can see that it's tightened everything up. I mean, I could put two more, but I really don't think it's necessary. All right, a little more bubble wrap on top. Not enough room for air pillows. And since this is the cheaper bubble wrap that I don't buy anymore, put some of that and then some of my better stuff to fill in that space. Be sure to watch all the way to the end and I'll show you my storage area for my boxes. Is it going to work? I think so. Let's give it a shake. I don't feel any movement. Let's tape it up. Okay, I like to write the buyer's first and last initials, and for whatever reason I always just do it on the bottom. These are going out to JN in Virginia. Keep watching. I told you I'd show you about my storage area for my boxes. I keep some of my smaller boxes right here in my work area, from 6x6, 8x6x4, 7x5x5, 6x4x4. These are, I think, 4x4, and then I even have really little ones that I use, 5x4x2, for Christmas ornaments that I put into a padded envelope. So I don't just mail them like they are, I put them in a padded envelope. So this is kind of my storage area for, you know, things like that. Let's go out in the garage and I will show you my larger box storage area. Oh, by the way, the clothes that I had in all the banker boxes, I picked up these totes from Big Lots, and I really love them. And I use my Duck Pack and Track system still for my QR code for inventory tracking. But the boxes, get a light on, are over here. Some are just stored behind the door. That's where my 12x12x12s are. And what I do, here's my box storage area. And I have, you know, my priority mail padded flat rate envelopes in here. Mostly priority mail envelopes here, but then the eBay padded envelopes. And I write on the outside of the box what size they are, so it's easy to find. More eBay boxes, again, writing on the outside what I have here. I leave some in the box and I pull some out that are easy to get to start using. And yes, it's turned upside down so that I can read the size when I pull it out. 8x8x8. And then I ordered in a bunch of square boxes so I could double box things like what I'm doing today. This company is not on Amazon. They don't have any affiliate links. Kind of disappointed by that, but I did stock up on a bunch of boxes from them. And yeah, that's my box storage area. And more box storage area. If you wonder where we store everything that we list, well, you can see all the shelving we have here and all the shelving that we have here. So a lot of this is listed, not all of it, but a lot of it. Some of it's our personal stuff. And I want to mention that Mark and I have another YouTube channel called avante-avenue, where we're liquidating our own estate. So some of that stuff in the garage is actually our personal items that are listed in avante-avenue. We haven't done a video for a while, but we're gonna get back to it. Just been so busy this summer. And I have another YouTube channel, Thrifty Recipes, if you want to check that one out. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, but I thought I'd show you behind the scenes because I'm really excited about all my new shelving that Mark put up for me. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Vicki with avante-avenue. I'll see you soon. Simple sales for good profit.